So I thought I'd do an unboxing video. What I have today is the Pyra and a few other goodies. We'll see if I can do this. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. Back a long time ago, you know, getting interested in stuff like the Raspberry Pi and, you know, saying, hey, it would be really cool to kind of do something and make something unique and hack something together and have like my own portable computer. That would be really cool. But then I looked at all these projects, you know, that people were working on, and I was thinking, I will never even be able to look as good as these guys. And these guys are pretty DIY to begin with. So, but around the same time, you know, because I don't have that many skills when it comes to 3D printing and that sort of thing. But around the time, I discovered the Pyra, which is the successor to the Pandora. And I got a little case for it, so that'll be kind of fun. Keep it safe. Quick start manual. So it's exactly that. It's a pocketable computer. It's running Linux, so favorite operating system of all people. There's a nice little just landscape isometric, symbolizing all the things you can do. No limitations. I think this isn't going to be as exciting as the computer, but we gotta open it up. Build suspense. This, my friends, is a Pyra mug. I'll be able to drink coffee out of a Pyra mug. Very nice. I think it'll taste warmer longer. Okay, so without much further ado, well, actually this kind of feels heavy, so let's figure out what's inside of the carrying case. Looks like a spare battery. So one of the things that drew me to the Pyra project is that it's all meant to be easily replaced and upgraded. So this is a battery. How, you know, when last did you hear a manufacturer or anyone who's working in the big tech space want people to actually be able to repair their devices? So the Pyra is something that enables that and encourages that. I got a little keychain as well. So that was nice that that's all in there. This case actually feels really nice too. So that feels like it'll protect it really nicely. Okay, so quick start. Oh yes, so both in English and German, that's nice. If I start saying it in German, you'll hear my really bad accent. Okay, very nice. So it has a lot of ports, so that's another thing that was cool. It has a keyboard, which they developed with community input, and then a lot of different things that you can do. So it has tons of storage. In fact, I put together a SD card with some music on it, just to kind of see if I could boot this up and play some music. So we'll see if that can, we'll make that happen. But there's not just one SD card port in there. There is 2 external and 1 micro SD card inside. So there are quite a lot of options for expandability. And let me see if I can open this without breaking it. Oh, magnet on the front. Okay. This has been years of waiting. Oops. Okay. That feels nice. Look at that. Alright, so this really does look pocketable. Okay, so I got another battery, so I had a spare. So it comes with one, obviously, that's important. But then I picked up a spare as well. I have to just appreciate the controls here for a second. Maybe I'll take off this plastic. Alright. So another thing, it's meant for gaming and just general Linux usage. You should be able to drop into a terminal and get what you need done. Hinge feels solid. There are 4 shoulder buttons, L1, L2, R1, R2. Lots of ports. There's a micro HDMI. I don't have that cable with me right now, but I can go and grab that. And then, yeah, one thing that I mentioned before, a user replaceable battery. So I've heard that the trick to getting this in is to put it into the lid itself as you're closing it in. So let's see if this works. Okay, I'm not sure if that worked, but there's only one way to find out. Again, here's the 2 SD card slots. I should not use the left one because that one can be used for booting, or, well, I can use it, but just when I'm turning things on, I don't want to break anything. Little volume wheel as well. I picked up black. They also have it in gray. This feels really solid. It actually feels really nice. So let's press power. There are some lights, blinking lights. See if you can even see it. There's just too much glare. I can tell you all the things that are going on. I have a nice little boot screen going. And there we go. Pandora's box, no, Pyra's box has been opened. So one of the things that you have to kind of figure out is the button controls. So I guess, oh right, and there's a touch screen too. So this thing just has about everything that you could want and more. The only thing it doesn't have that a lot of phones and that sort of thing have, obviously, is a camera. But it has microphones, so you can actually use this. It has a mobile, let's see. Okay, I just have to pull this out harder. I'm trying to get the little stylus out, so sure, I'll try to calibrate the touchscreen. Okay, press the point. So there's some, there's a point up there. Let's see, my full name. You will probably not get my full name. Okay, Lucas, that's good enough. Enter. Oh, that is so nice to just actually have a keyboard. I prefer a different username. Okay. And then my password. You're not supposed to know my password here. You know what? I'm probably not going to put in a fancy password right now. My passwords do not match. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Alright, we're just going to call this Pyra for now. Of course, you can set this up. It's just like any regular Linux setup that you want to put together. Enable firewall, and the nubs actually feel really nice for cursor movement. Okay, sure. Why don't we allow that? The right nub pushing to the left is apparently left click, and to the right is right click. And then I think up and down are scrolling. So let's see. Yeah, so just standard boot up process, configuring your region. Oh yeah, and the scroll works nicely too. Yep. I have to get used to that. I don't know what time zone I'm in. What time zone am I in? I think I'm in Pacific. Okay. This is kind of a strange thing. Pacific Ocean, I think, is too far. Yeah, maybe I'm in Alaskan time. These are things that I'm not 100% familiar with. And then you can choose your locales. Looks like they have German and English set up as defaults, which is nice. That's fine, good enough for me. And we'll take English UTF-8 as the default. Yeah, so it's working. Doing something maybe. Done. System will now shut down. Good to know. Okay, so I guess it will reboot and then it'll let me get into the Pyra by logging in. So that was kind of like a first boot wizard. Obviously something that you have for many devices. But since this is a full Linux device, that's really just setting up everything that you need right there. I don't know if you can see all this cool stuff here, but there is, the keys are, there's lots of, you can just type in pretty much a lot of the European languages out the door. Yeah, it's nice to just have all of those options, especially with this being a German-made device. It's, okay, I think I might need to hit power because it just shut down. Can I get a nice boot screen? I'm looking forward to being able to code a little bit on the go. Being able to have full access to what is going on inside of the computer is also nice. Being the root user, kind of just... let me just put in my password. That probably still were able to see what was going on. And let me just allow you to hear some beeps from outside my window. Okay, so it's what's also nice is it's also already kind of picked up the, okay, let me stop that. Sorry about the beeping. Looks like my battery, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit low, so I'll see if I can start charging this to... There are a couple different ports, so that might not be the one I want. It says I got about an hour and 30 minutes left. Definitely time to show you different things, but yeah, so I mentioned it already showed the SD card that I had. Huh. For some reason, it didn't copy in my items. I will look into that. But I should be able to like connect to Wi-Fi and all that sort of stuff. So again, I'm not sure if this is easy to see. Probably not. There we go. A little less glare there. But yeah, this should work pretty nicely as a fun little on-the-go computer. Thanks for tuning in.